Hello everyone and welcome back to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. In this episode, as you might have guessed, we'll continue planning out the new steel town, and I am happy to say that we will almost reach the end of this endeavor, but we still have a little bit of extra work to do at the very end. As for the old town, I am sad to say that there will be a pretty big disaster happening in this episode, but at least that will force us to rethink our reconstruction strategy, and hopefully that will make sure that any future disasters will be less impactful. And speaking of our reconstruction strategy, since we will need to do a lot of reconstructions in this episode, that will eat into our money reserves, but thankfully we have plenty of that to go around, so it's not going to be a big impact, but still it will slow down in the repaying of our loans. But anyways, let's not waste any more time and let's get into it. Alrighty then, let's get started. Okay, so we are making good progress on planning this city, and so far I like what I'm seeing, but we have a long way to go. So let me just run through what we have so far. We have a shopping center, we have cultural buildings here, and we have some sports here and here. Okay, so the residential areas tabs are taken care of, so that's fine. Also, we don't need a radio station, and that's going to be it. I suppose I could place down a small gallery or something, but it's not important right now. Next up, state infrastructure. So we do have a fire station. We don't have a school yet. Okay, so let's start with the hospital first. So let's just run through the list as usual. So hospital. We do have this guy, the big one. I think we might want to go for this guy right away. Unless, let me see, 2175. I mean, this small hospital, but you know what? No, let's just go for a big one. Let's make sure, in case we have an epidemic or something, we are protected. So you, no, wait, you. Can you fit in here? Not quite. Plus we still need to put in the footpaths, so definitely not. Here, no. Okay, you can go this way, I suppose, and you still need road access, so tell you what, you will go here, but mirrored like this. So yeah, you can go, I suppose, here. That looks good to me. And it also lines up with the road. So I will have this road go straight in and just have a junction going this way forward. Yeah. Okay, first things first. Let's take care of, let's take care of the road first, and then we'll take care of the footpaths. So this one goes that way. So we will need a unlit road going this way with, stepping turned off. And okay, this one doesn't line up quite as perfectly with the grid as I would like, so it should be a bit easier if I do it like this. Lit road goes there, and then a single piece of unlit road goes as the driveway there, and then lit roads continue this way like this. Okay, so we can finalize this, and we can hook up the hospital now. So there, hospital, big one, facing this way, mirrored there, and I would like it to be nice and parallel with the rest. So something like this, I suppose. Do we still have access to the footpaths? Yes, we do. Okay. So that means also that this one can be redrawn. So just cut this one back a little bit, it's fine. And you hook in there, and you hook right there. You know what? Yeah, let's just do it properly. And there. Okay, that looks good to me. And that also means that we need to continue on this side. So snap over there, and you hook right there. Exactly. Okay, so far so good. So this one will continue this way, which means that this need to be redrawn. Should be easy as usual. So you snap, 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 and just create a junction like this. Which also means that we need to continue this one around here, so this one needs to be redrawn a slight bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. I think this one should be this one should do the trick. Oh yes, that will look quite nice. Okay, finalize. Can you hook up? I don't think I think this is too close. Yeah, it's too close. That's fine. We have plenty of way into the market hole, so it's not really necessary. Okay, I suppose you can do this as well. Yeah, at this point I will just hook these up. And you can go... yeah, you can hook up right over there. Okay then. And you. There. Okay, now, maybe I can squeeze something in here, maybe a school or something. What if I try to put a school? Not the very big one, maybe this one can fit. Oh no, it's just barely too big. What about the smallest one? No, it is slightly too wide. Okay. What about the kindergarten? So we have 150, 100. This one. Can you please? No. Maybe the smallest one. The smallest one would fit, and I think I can maybe put in 2 of them. That would not be the worst idea ever. Maybe I can combine them here and mirrored on this side like this. Yeah, I think so. Let me see if I can do it. So, just barely not touching the footpath, like that. And then mirrored. Can you please? No. Okay, that's not going to work. You know what? Everything around here will need some garbage pickup anyways. And the side of the cinema, I suppose we can squeeze in 1 big garbage pickup. So something like this. Maybe, you know, at the side of the cinema. And what else could we put in here? Maybe a kindergarten. Oh, sorry, not kindergarten, a playground. I don't think any of the residential buildings are in range. But you know what, just for decorations, or maybe we can just put something, so a small monument or maybe a small linen statue, a copper one. No, maybe you can even fit the concrete one. You know what, yeah, next to a cultural center might as well. Okay, you can go right there, and I will try to surround it with some trees, so, you know, the garbage pickup will be slightly hidden from it, like that. But this one will only really need a mod footpath connection, so that's fine. Okay then, so next up. We have the hospital taken care of. Next, the school. So the school, I think we have established that this one should be plenty good enough. The 300 capacity one. And here, if I put it here, it should be able to reach, yes, all the houses, right? So all 4 there and all 3 on the left. Yeah, we can reach all of them if I put it here, and we might as well. So you will be right here. So hopefully students will not need to take the trams, which I still need to finalize, by the way. Face this way, so the main entrance is facing towards the residential buildings. In fact, let's just have the footpath entrance in the middle line up with that footpath. Like that. Okay, so this one needs to cut back, and you will go straight in, and you will hook up to the side. There we go. So far so good, and yes, you can go that way, and we will have some housing on this side as well. So you definitely need to have some access this way too. So continue that way, and you hook up there. In fact, you know what? Let's just continue there, come down here and turn and hook up there. Okay, so we have an elementary school, so hospital, fire station, school, kindergartens, right? Ideally, they should be around the houses. For example, I think right here would be kind of ideal. So let me say, capacity-wise, 60, 45, and 160. Okay. Ooh, that's a big one. Never mind. Oh, sorry, orphanage. No, we need the kindergarten. So 100, 150. This one is a tiny bit too big. And this one as well. Okay, it will not fit in here, unfortunately, unless I download something. But here would be okay, I think. Yes, that will demolish all the trees, but you know what? That's a small price to pay. Yeah. Okay, you will be facing towards the footpath with the main entrance. And let's try to have that footpath in the back going right through in between the houses. So let me see. You can go there. Just hook up the two main entrances. That's going to be fine. Here and here. That's okay. Can I make this work? So let's just have this one run right through down the middle and then curve into the main entrance in the back. Yeah, sure, that will work for me. And you can reach all the houses, but capacity-wise, I don't think this alone will do the trick. We need a little bit more. Maybe here, next to the customs house. Because this place is going to be completely empty otherwise, and from here, we should be able to reach most of the rest of the houses. So yeah, I think that will make a bit more sense. So kindergarten, let's just go for a big one. This one. And the main entrance is this way, I believe. Or is it this way? Let me see. No, I think this is the main entrance. Okay, then, so from here, you will be able to reach... For some reason, the reach indicator is bugged. I don't know why. It doesn't register the residences for some reason. Oh well, I am fairly certain that this one will be able to reach most of these houses, and the rest will be serviced by this guy. So yeah, I think you can go right here. There. Sure. So, we have kindergartens, we have a school, we don't need an orphanage, medical university, right, this guy. Well, next to the hospital, I suppose it would make sense. Thankfully, this one doesn't require a road entrance, so road-wise, let's just have this one come out this way, right in front of the medical university. You can continue this way. In fact, this road will continue up and you will branch off here. For now, I will just make a turn like this. That's fine. And we'll decide how to lay down the rest of the roads around in this district. I suppose around here it will be mostly residential. So anyways, medical university. For this, we need another footpath access on this point. So snap there, and then you can hook up to the rest of the road. By the way, is this lit road or is it just asphalt? Let me take a look. Yeah, it is upgraded, so that's good. By the way, let me just check. Yeah, the driveways are the only ones unlit. Same there. That looks good. Fine. Yeah, that looks okay. Do we want to have this one hook into this road and enter into the customs house on a side street? I think that would make a bit more sense. Yeah, let's just have it hook up to this road this way, and you enter the customs house that way. But don't curve all that much. Yeah, like this. I think that's a bit better. Okay, and let me just check. So on this side... What was that? There we go. So, okay, that segment is not upgraded. It is. Okay, never mind. Interesting. So, only the driveways are not upgraded. Good. And this one is good as well. Alright, don't forget we still need to have at least one tram station here. Maybe another one. I don't know, I think it will go up here. Another one maybe goes here and here maybe. And it will make a nice round trip around the center of town, as usual. So anyways, next up. So education is taken care of, except I still didn't place down the medical university. You will go... Leave enough space for the footpaths, and I think you can go right here. Yeah, something like this will do. So, there. So, once again, footpaths. You will continue up this way for sure. Then hook in there. You will continue this way. You can cross here and here. And then you hook up there. You will continue this way until the road starts to turn. And the main entrance hooks up there. Good. And once again, let's just create a small footpath ring around the main building. Now here, yeah, this one definitely needs to be redrawn. So there, you will curve around this junction. Turn off the snapping. And maybe... I don't know. Maybe start here instead. Yeah, that might be better. Oh, wait, never mind. We need to have this one continue this way so it can hook up here as well. Okay, so this one will be a straight connection. So there, you hook up. You know what? No. You will continue this way and then hook these together. So there, and you hook up right over there. Right. So let's just create the footpath network for this junction. And you hook these two together. Okay, do we want to have... Yeah, I think we need to have a way across at the main entrance to the university, like that. And so far, I like what I'm seeing. Okay, obviously this one needs to hook up here. And what can we fit in this place? I think this might be a residential building, but let me run through the rest of this. So we have the university taken care of. We have the police station. We have the courthouse in the old town. If that one suddenly cannot take the load, we'll build another one here, that's fine. We have the new prison as well. We have the secret police. And that's all the services we need for this place. Okay. I think that is good. If we need to, I suppose we can create a small shopping center here as well, in case this one is overloaded, and we can have another one around here as well. So a nice big one in the center and small ones dotted around the place as needed. Okay then. Ooh. I am very tempted to save the game and build everything with dollars real quick and just check how everything would look after they are completely finished. Because I am very interested. Okay, let me just quickly make sure everything is hooked up as needed. So for example, here I suppose we can have a small connection. You don't really need here, is fine. This one definitely needs to be hooked up. And yeah, now that we have taken care of all the services, you can go ahead and go all the way across, hook up into the university like this. And maybe we can fit in a narrow, long housing here. Let's take a look. I do believe I did see some narrow buildings like this one. Yeah, for example, something like this would fit, but do we have anything longer? I mean, two small ones would fit as well. Now, do we want to build something that are connected? So can I put this one here, for example, and have the other one touch it from the middle? Let me take a look. So you go here, mirror, turn around, and can I make this one work, please? Yeah, I think this will do. Right behind the university, a small housing complex. By the way, what is the quality on these houses? So that was... Oh, which one? This one. 80%. So yeah, that's good enough. Okay, let's just hook up the connections. So this one can go here and this one can go here. Almost. Not quite what I had in mind. A slightly more straight. There we go, that's better. And we don't really need the ones in the middle because these footpaths don't really... Yeah, these are the best connections for these. I suppose at some point maybe we will put some decorative footpaths here so they will appear to be hooked up, but these will do the trick just fine. Okay, so we have started placing some housing on this side. How far do we want to go out? So right now the terraforming stops here. I will go just a tiny bit further out. Oh, sorry, not that one, this one. I think I will stop here. I will not go any further than this. So let me just level down until this point, and that is going to be it. Okay, we still need to have some room. No, wait, never mind. This is going to be the edge of town. Okay, so we can fill up this much space. And as far as I can tell, most of this should be reachable by foot traffic. We don't really need to have all that much road around here. Maybe for some shops, but that's about it. So yeah, tell you what. Just in case, I will create a small street coming down this way and create a small district here and a bigger district here. And that's about it. Okay, so that means that we need to break the footpaths here and branch off with a street from this point. And it's not good for this intersection, but you know what, I think it's fine. I'll just make sure that this is going to be the main road. I think that's going to be okay. So anyways, you branch off there. And I suppose, how far do we want to go out? So we did manage just barely with this amount of distance. So let's go out until here, I suppose. Right, so let's make sure it is correct. So node there, node, and continue, and there we go. Okay, and here I will just create a narrow turn. Yeah, and if we have to, we can just delete this corner and turn it into an intersection if we have to, but I don't think we will. But this one, this is the main highway. This one will continue into the rest of the Republic that way. And this is just going to be a side entrance into the town. So yeah, okay, so I did this one correctly, right? I think so. And that's about it. This one, I think I did this one correctly as well. Okay, let me quickly lay down the footpath network and then we can start placing some housing. Right, as far as I can tell, all the connections are hooked up now, and the railroad will continue this way as well, but we will worry about that later. I suppose if we really have to, we could create a small passenger station here and just have the main line run this way instead, and just, you know, branch off here, go into the station and sidle back into the main line. I mean, there is absolutely no reason to build a rail station around here, because the distances doesn't really justify building a rail. You know, for the mines we will just use cable cars, so that's, for those we don't need rail, and the steel is right here so that one will be taken care of by the bus station. So I don't think we will use rails around here, but who knows, maybe at some point we will need to, you know, move some people further distances. So should we place one now? I mean, it's not going to hurt. Yeah, you know what, let's just do it. Oh no, use this one please. So first things first, we need to expand slightly bit more this way, so we can push out the main line in that direction, and we can build a train station here maybe. By the way, what kind of passenger stations do we have? I never looked at this in the early start, so not for cargo, but for citizens. So we do have these good old passenger stations, right? Pretty standard. What about these? Yeah, that's more like it. A nice train station building. What about this one? Ooh, very nice. We could put it right here. Yeah, the main entrance will be right in front of this long street. I think I kind of like it. In fact, we don't even really need to branch off into a separate main line. We can just, I don't know, treat some of these lines as a through siding or something. I don't know how to call it, but you know, somewhere where trains will not stop, just run through the station. I think I kind of like it. Okay, I think I talked myself into it. So first things first, you will need to get out of the way. So you, please, will need a road depot. So that should do it. Can I quickly hook up a mud road? Yes. Can you guys please move out? Also, I was paused all the time. Yeah, I didn't notice that nothing was moving. I didn't even notice the lack of day and night cycle. But that's fine. So anyways, now that the game is unpaused, we are okay. So let's just continue expanding this way. So use this one please, and Yeah, this far enough. Is that enough, by the way? I forgot to check on the sides of the station. So this one facing this way, just barely. I think we might want to go a little bit further out. So first things first. In fact, I suppose we can use the station as the leveling tool. Right, so we can get rid of this rail segment, that's fine. And yeah, let's just use a station as the leveling tool. So let's just go ahead and do this. Okay, and now we'll just simply level up the rest of the way with the usual tool. And I do believe there was a small part here that wasn't leveled down. Let's just finish it up with the actual dedicated tools and we are good to go. So let's just have a nice big... Okay. Let's take a look at the damage. Yeah, now this is the third earthquake in a quick succession. Let's take a look. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jeez, 8 fires. Okay, so that's 3 extinguished. Can we please get some fire trucks here? So, okay, that's 4. How many more? Ooh, and this one actually collapsed. Oh, jeez. That's not good. And I don't remember what was inside in this building. Okay. And this one collapsed as well, and this one collapsed as well. Jeez. That is very, very bad. Okay, so that one was the cinema and a shopping center. And this guy. This is getting out of hand, if I'm completely honest. Okay, quickly build all this and don't build this road, please. Don't waste anything on this. Also, can you... No, please just stop building it. Thank you. So, assign construction mode. Build this one, build this one. This was a very, very bad one. Now, let me see if I remember what was in this building. This one will be high priority. So I think this one had the excavators. But what else? So this one has the bulldozers and the tower cranes and the trucks that will deliver them. This one has the concrete mixers, the rollers, and a couple of open haul trucks to deliver the rollers. This one has the road cranes and... what's this? Oh, the dumpers. Okay, so we definitely had the excavators here, but what else? I don't really remember. Also, we will need to reset the deliveries for this one. So yeah, we need to buy a meat truck for sure, because it was definitely staying in there. Unless, let me just take a look at list of, no, not the vehicles, but the lines. So yeah, the meat storage is now, the line 3 doesn't have a truck, so it was inside the building, so we need to buy one. So we need a refrigerated truck. Let's just go for capacity. Yeah, 4 tons. In fact, we could replace all the old ones now, but for now, let's just buy one. And the rest of the deliveries were handled by this one, so that's fine. And then this one will be rebuilt. That's okay. And you know what? Let's try to avoid this happening in the future. let's just lower the reconstruction threshold in these buildings. So right now we are only reconstructing at 50%. Let's go for 30% instead. I think that would help out a little bit. There we go. So, you know, buildings will be less damaged in case another earthquake happens, so they will be less prone to collapsing. At least, hopefully. Okay, let me know when this one is finished so we can reset the deliveries. This one, yeah, doesn't need any special treatment, so you can just build it whenever you are ready. That's fine. And let me know when this one is built, so we can replace the excavators. I will need to look at the footage from older episodes just to make sure that I don't miss anything. But I think we only had the excavators here. Oh yeah, by the way, speaking of the excavators, let me just take a look at here. Can I check here if we can deliver what we need to deliver something? I think we need to buy it to actually check. Maybe I can... Oh wait, never mind. We do have some in the... near the steel town. These guys. So, do we have anything that can deliver these? So, this one... and no, still only rail cars and a ship. Okay, so still don't have any open haul trucks that are big enough. Or, you know, strong enough. So this is high priority, that's fine. This one will be built hopefully fairly quickly. This one we set as deliver mechanism by trucks, and this one is completely full, and this one is delivering stuff by trucks. So we need to wait until this one is built until we can have the excavators delivered. Yeah. I mean, it shouldn't take too long, it's just a construction office. But yeah, this earthquake was a really bad one. I didn't check the magnitude, but I expect around 7 or something. Lots of fires and 3 collapsed buildings. Only 3, right? Let me just check. So nothing more here. No infrastructure buildings. In fact, we can check. Here, not reconstructing buildings, but yeah, so 3 here and all the rest are reconstructions. Okay. So yeah, only 3 buildings collapsed. That was really bad. And always everything happens in town. Nothing ever happens in the industrial district or the farm, maybe. Always in the middle of town. Oh well. By the way, how is the fire station? It is 33% wear and tear. Right. Yeah, just let me know when you're finished. We can get back to the steel town now. By the way, is this finished yet? Not quite, but we are almost there. Right, so steel town. So the rail station, you will go right here. I believe this is the last thing we tried to do before we were so rudely interrupted. So the nice big rail station. The main entrance will be here, but it will be non-functional because it is right in front of the junction. We will just build it here and hook it up decoratively, and the actual entrances will be on the sides. So there. Okay. Non-lit road as the driveway. There. I mean, I suppose we don't really need a driveway for this station, but might as well hook it up since it's there. And then a couple of actual entrances here. And can I make this work, please? So it needs to be Okay, right here. Let me try to put this one in. There we go, that's better. Okay, and this one will be a... I mean, I suppose we can just pave this whole area in front of the station, and this one will be, you know, connected like that. It's fine. Okay, and now we can hook up this one. I mean, let me just check. So if you just continue this one blindly, you know what, this will work actually. Okay, so you go in there and we will create branching of switches. First things first, you go in there and... oh wait, oh, that doesn't look good. Good, and try to use the connection point correctly, please. So that looks good. Okay, we are out of power, obviously. We are reconstructing, so we need a lot of resources now. So take out another loan, 700,000 at our disposal, so good. Let's just take out 100,000 as usual. And can you please... oh, right, need to actually snap. So snap there and there. Okay, that looks good to me. So there, and that will be the tracks that will go through the station, and this is going to be the tracks that will actually park in the station. I don't know if I can actually make that work. You know, it's fine. Yeah, I suppose we can have all 4 of them set as actual parking spaces. So anyways, there and there. Yeah, that will work. Okay, finalized for now. This one is just going to be, I don't know, something like this. But that also means that we might need to have a station crossing here as well. So yeah, we might need to have a station crossing on the main line. I mean, I don't suppose this one will see a lot of traffic anyway, so it's not going to be a big problem. Yeah, let's just build one, it's fine. So the usual 40 meters, and that will do the trick. So finalize what we have right now. Ooh, but this is not going to be a lot of queuing space. So we might need to have this one and this one merged as a single junction. I guess we will see. For now, construction finished, so you are done. Okay, so first the meat deliveries. You pick up meat in the town freezer. Load, that will do, and drop off here, but wait for a full unload. Off you go. Good. And the food deliveries will be and the clothes and the electronics will be handled by this guy. So add this one to the list, and it is correct. Okay. So this one should be back in business in a little bit. Coloring wise, let's just randomly that one. Sure. The signal is finished, and this one is still not done, but almost. Right. Just let me know when you are done. There, and yeah, we are reconstructing, but with this intervention, we will reconstruct at 30% wear and tear, which is going to be a lot better. Did I set all of them? 30% and 30%, yes. Once this one is finished, I will do the same for this one. What else was in this one? You know what, let's just run through the list. So try to buy some vehicles, and bulldozers are in this one. Buses are in this one. Concrete mixers are in the top left. covered holes. Okay, those might be in the bottom right. Dumpers are in the top left. No, sorry, the bottom left. Excavators will be going in the bottom right. Open hole trucks are all over the place, especially in the top right. Pavers, we don't have a paver yet, but thanks for reminding me. Personal cars we don't need. Road cranes we have in, I believe, this one maybe. And rollers are in this one. Okay, so we only need covered hole trucks and the excavators, and that's it. And the pavers, I think, yeah, they can go in here. We have the vehicles to deliver them, and we will never really deliver both the rollers and the pavers, so 4 open hole trucks will be just enough. Okay, might as well buy the pavers now. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so this one is full, this one is full, this one has still 2 slots. Should we just buy the other 2 open? No, never mind, no. This is for the last 2 bulldozers. Right, now we just need to build this one. So here comes the wood. And now we just need the steel. You know what, yeah, let's just speed through this. So there's the steel. And it is done. Okay, so once again, can you please copy your settings over to this one. So this one is now, yeah, 3 kilometers, everything is the same, but 30% reconstruction, please. And then have your pickup the same as this one, so copy this one over to this one. That one looks good. And now we just need the mechanisms. Oh, right, and the fuel deliveries. I believe, yeah, let's just use this one there. Okay, so we did have 4 excavators here because overall we had 6 and 2 of them are in the steel town. So we need 4 more. So excavators, this one, yeah, let's just buy 4 of them, but we don't have the money. Not surprising. So borrow 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then a bunch of covered hole trucks. Let's just go with capacity, and yeah, speed wise the mass 200V is the best. Yeah, sure. Let's just keep the color scheme of white. Oh, there it is. There, so 1, 2, 3, 4 should be enough. Let's go for 6, sure, why not? And I think that's it for now. Everything else appears to be okay. Alright, so I think now we are back to normal. And we are reconstructing a lot sooner now, which is also going to be very good for the housing too. Because, you know, if we reconstruct sooner, then we will not let the buildings deteriorate too much, and we shouldn't see the unhappiness spamming happening again. By the way, ooh, wait, I didn't mean to upgrade this one with lights. That's why it was upgrading now. Okay, where did I make the mistake? So this is also lit. Okay, that's not good. I vaguely remember some kind of glitch happening when I was doing something here with when I was checking the driveways. Let me just double check. So all the driveways should be, yeah, they are still unlit, so that's fine. But I did remember seeing some kind of glitch happening when I was doing the last check, so maybe that's what upgraded all these roads. What about these? These are... No, these are also lit. Okay, that's not good. Okay, so these need to be redrawn. These will be just gravel, that's fine. So these ones definitely need to be redrawn. Don't want to have all this to be, you know, lit highways. What about here? Yeah, these ones as well. You as well. Okay, that was a very unfortunate glitch. These ones are still dirt, that's fine. You appear to be okay, right? Yeah, you are okay. So that was just the highway, and that's all, I think. This one is still mud, that's okay. This is still mud, so that's alright as well. In fact, let's just delete these so they don't get accidentally overwritten for something, I don't know. There we go. In fact, all these offices can be deleted now. And there we go. So we should only have 2 free depots in use right now. So this one, yeah, only 2. One at the border and one for the excavators and bulldozers here. Okay, I think we should be back to normal now. Right. Okay then, anything else? Now we just need the actual housing, I think. Right. So, I think in this district I will just go for medium density. I will divide this one in 2. Medium density here and high density here, and maybe something in here as well. Right, so let's try to fill this one in. I kinda like these actually. Let me see if I can... 1 and 2. 8 of them, oh, sorry, 6 of them here. And maybe 3 more here. I think that will do the trick quite nicely. Although, they are... I don't know. 2 of them definitely can go here. But that hopefully without these. There we go. Okay, and maybe something in the middle later on. Something different. Okay, stop production, that's fine. Yeah, we need to take out 1 more loan. What are we spending so much money on? Just borrow the money, and let me take a look at the movement of goods in the last couple months. So, this year. So power-wise we are okay. Let me take a look. That's fine. Yeah, we did have a big import of steel, obviously, for the reconstructions. Prefab panels, bricks, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, hopefully things will settle down once we stop reconstructing. Anyways, as I said, I think I will have... Let me see. 1 and... Yeah, you know what? Let's just place this manually. Yeah, I think I like it. Okay, it wasn't exactly what I envisioned here originally, but you know what? I think I like it better this way. Okay, so footpath wise, this one needs to go away. And let's just get rid of the nodes. Anything else I placed accidentally? Not really. Okay, so yeah, I think this one will do the trick quite nicely. We will definitely need to have these guys go through this way, so they will have better reach toward the center of town. But other than that, I think this will do quite nicely. Okay, let's do it. So first things first, this one definitely needs to go this way. So this one will have as good a reach as possible. I mean, I suppose they can just hop on the tram network if they have to. That's fine. In fact, you know what? Let's just do it that way. So you stop and just hook into the footpath network properly. Yeah, you know what? This one in the middle will be all green space, and we will just build a tram station or tram stop here, and those will take care of all the transfer inside town. So that's going to be okay. So that means that if I build this one here, and that's exactly what I was hoping for, do this please. Right, okay, I think this will do the trick for this segment. So, by the way, what was the capacity of these houses? I didn't even check. So these ones, it was this one. Ooh, not too bad, 80 workers. I was only looking at the quality, 87, that's very good. But 80 workers in each is actually pretty great. Okay, so that takes care of that. And you know what? We are very close to the end of this episode. So instead of filling up these places with housing, I will quickly finish up the tram network. So we do have, first things first, tram stop, the small one. So we do have one here. One here. I would like to have one, maybe, technically speaking here. I think with the underground cables, these will not interfere too much. I think so. Okay, so definitely need to redraw this footpath. So let's just get rid of it for now. Get rid of the road segment as well. Until here. Don't go overboard. And let's try to squeeze in the tram stop. Exactly, perfect. Okay, you can go right there. So let's just put back the footpaths real quick and let me check the power connection. So that will do just fine. In fact, can I please hook you up? Yes, I can. Not needed, but you know what? If I cannot do it symmetrically, don't even try. That's fine. So finalize. Stop production. We are still spending on replacing the resources, but hopefully not for long. By the way, how are we on the loans? It's going down a little bit, but yeah, we are still reconstructing, I suppose. Anyways, that was fine. So this will reach a lot of housing. So stop here and another stop. So this one will go this way, and I think I will just go through the back, or do we just go through here, then here, and then hook up this way. We don't really need to go all the way to the edge of town, because from here a footpath network should be able to reach whatever is here. So yeah. So this one, and then we will have one in here. And that's going to be, I think, this one, right in front of the medical university. Kinda makes sense. So first things first, the footpaths, and then the road, not the entire thing, just this section please. Then put in the tram station or the tram stop, and then hook up the footpaths once again. Sorry, not that one, use this one please, thank you. There, and the entrance to the university. And everything's back to normal. Okay then, and so we have here, goes out this way, and then goes around in the back this way, then comes out here, and it will go back to this one, and that will loop back to this one. Okay, so now we just need another station here, and that's going to be it for now at least. So just cut this one and this one, then the road, and just put in the station or the stop, yeah, right here in the middle. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know, don't even count. Here is going to be fine there. And yeah, that looks pretty much in the middle to me, so that's fine. So you hook back up there, and then the footpaths. No, don't delete. Redraw, please. There. And you know what? For this one, I think I will try to squeeze in the actual direct connections. Like that. Yeah. Okay, and we are running way too long now, so in the next episode I will fill up this remaining space and we will call it there for now. Right. Okay, so as I said, we are running a bit low, so we need to say goodbye now. How is reconstruction going, by the way? Before we actually say goodbye. Reconstruction is mostly finished, actually. So here, oh, never mind, we have plenty going on, but we are getting there. Right. Okay then, so all that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you like the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.